feet and ankles together. Remember, we can use this pose whenever we're in a queue, whenever we're quiet and still, whether we're waiting to get served at the checkout at the supermarket, waiting in a queue at the bank, the dentist, wherever. You can use this pose anytime just to ground and center and remind you that your posture and your breathing are interconnected. So do use this whenever you can. We're going to bring the feet together, arms facing relaxed by the sides and the palms facing forwards. We're going to roll our shoulders back several times and relax. We're going to take 5 deep breaths. I want you to look forwards towards an imaginary horizon ahead of you. But at the same time, know that your shoulders, you want to relax them away from the ears and just quietly gaze ahead. Keep your toes soft and long. Let's take 5 together. Breathing in, breathing out. And as we exhale, let's imagine we're sending the energy downwards into our legs and feet. Every time we exhale, we're sending the energy downwards. Take 4 more deep breaths, yogis. Breathing in, breathing out, sending that energy downwards. 1 or 2 more deep breaths if you can. Just giving yourself a moment to arrive in the space, to simply stand and breathe. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here, yogis. Breathing in and breathing out. That's it. 1 more full breath in when you're ready. Deep breath out to relax. Excellent. And then just shake it out. Shake it out, relax the whole body for a moment. Roll the shoulders forwards and back and just shake it out. Okay, now I'd like to get every one of these poses in. So we'll be moving fluidly. Stop if you need to. Have a break whenever you need to. But it's quite nice. There is about 10 or 12 poses and we're going to perform them on the left and right. Remember that you can stop whenever you need to though. Okay, so the first pose after mountain, which we've just done together, is known as Warrior 2. We're going to take our right foot forward, turn our left foot out 45 degrees. As we bend our right foot, make sure again you can still see the tops of your right toes. So don't bend your knee too deeply in this lunge. You've turned the back foot out, hands on your hips so they're square and facing forwards. Good. Let's inhale and raise the arms, palms together, all facing if easier, thumbs crossed over. And as we bend that front knee, we can feel that deep stretch in the back left calf muscle. Hold and breathe. We're going to inhale, straighten the front leg, bring the hands to the prayer position. Exhale, bring the palms together. Inhale, straighten the front leg, bring the hands to the prayer position. Both legs, can you see both legs are straight? Exhale, bend the front knee, bring the palms together above the head. And again, inhale, hands to the prayer position, straighten the front leg, look ahead. Exhale, palms together above the head. Once more, breathing in here. Exhale, gather your energies and then look up, yogis, or look forwards and simply hold that for 2 more deep breaths. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. And then release your hands and take that back leg, bring it forwards, both feet together, and gently switch sides. So now I've got my left foot forwards. I'd like you to do the same if you can. Turn the right foot out 45 degrees, hands on our hips to steady us, and just bend that front knee a little bit, hips facing forwards. Let's go. Let's inhale slowly and raise the arms. Either bring the palms together over the head or have the palms facing if easier. Inhale as you look up, take a couple of deep breaths here. If looking up feels too much for your neck, remember simply to gaze ahead. Palms can be facing if your shoulders are tight and bringing the hands together feels too tricky. Then we're going to breathe in, straighten the front leg, and we bring the hands back to the prayer position. Exhale, open, look up. Inhale, straighten the front leg, hands back to the prayer position in the front of the chest. Exhale, gather your energies, look up, palms together. 3 more, nice and slowly, breathing in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, gather that energy. Lovely, breathing in. Both legs again, nice and straight if they can. Exhale, palms together. Look up or forwards and just hold that for 2 more deep breaths. Keep an eye on that front knee. Have a look and make sure you can still see the tops of your left toes. Another deep breath in, yogis. Exhale, release the hands carefully and bring the legs together and shake it out. So we make that quite dynamic, that warrior pose, didn't we? And we energize the upper body as well. Okay, we're going to do another dynamic pose, which is an intense side stretch. For this pose, I want you to take the legs, toes, feet forwards, okay? Go as wide as you comfortably can, so your toes and ankles are facing forwards. Lift the toes, give them a wiggle, stretch the toes wide, and make sure that your hips feel comfortable with the width of your legs. Turn your right foot out 90 degrees, leave your left foot facing forwards. Bend that front right knee. Try and keep it in the same line, if you can, as your ankle. Rest your right hand on your right thigh and just have plenty of distance between your ear and shoulder. That's it. Keep the shoulder away from the ear, but relax that top shoulder if you can. Now we're going to inhale and swing the left arm like a pendulum behind us, pin it to the top ear, and we want to rotate and look towards the ceiling. Get this lovely long line of energy from the heel of the left foot all the way up to the left fingers. Keep the front of the body open and keep revolving the chest skywards if you can. Let's breathe and hold. 3 breaths. Trying to keep the front of the body as open as you can. Don't forget to breathe nice and deeply, yogis. Now we're going to turn this into a flow pose. We're going to inhale, come up into warrior 2, bend the front knee, gaze towards the right middle finger. Exhale, go back into that lovely stretch. Inhale, coming back into warrior pose, gaze towards the middle finger gently. Exhale, go back into the stretch, raising the left arm. 2 more. Inhale softly, watch that front knee, into warrior pose, and we gaze towards the right finger. Exhale, over again, stretching, lovely. Let's try that once more together with the breath. Inhale, warrior 2, gazing towards that right hand. Exhale, stretching the left arm skywards, good. And then gently come up, and we're just going to swivel the feet round to the other side. So now the left foot's facing out 90 degrees and your right foot should be facing forwards. I'm always doing the pose with you, yogi, so if you're not sure, watch me as I demonstrate. We're going to bend this left knee now, coming over the left ankle. Left palm facing uppermost. Again, let's keep this top shoulder nice and open, just rotating it back gently. A healthy gap between this left ear and left shoulder. And rest the right hand, if you can, on your thigh. Now we're going to inhale, right arm like a pendulum, bring it up, pin it towards the ear. And again, aim to keep this pose nice and long. Rotate the chest towards the ceiling very gently and take 3 deep breaths with me. Breathing in, breathing out, good. Lengthen and stretch that right hand, palm of the right hand facing downwards. Breathing into your right rib cage now, yogis, and your right ribs. Create space there. 1 more deep breath in and out. Lovely. Let's make it a flow. Inhale, we come up into warrior 2, arms at shoulder height. Bend this left knee gently. Gaze towards the middle finger on the left hand. Exhale, go back gently into that intense side stretch. Inhale. We go into that warrior position again. Exhale, nice and gently, back into warrior. 3 more. Breathing in into warrior. Gaze towards that middle finger. Exhale as you stretch. 2 more. Inhale into warrior. And exhale as you stretch. Lovely. 1 more with me, yogis. Breathing in, gaze towards the middle finger of the left hand. Exhale into warrior. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, last one. Warrior. And exhale over to stretch. Lovely. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, release. Walk your feet in or zigzag them in. Shake it out. Well done, yogis. Roll those shoulders back. That's a really strong stretch for our legs, our hips, and the torso. We're lengthening and stretching. Well done. Okay, we're now going to have a little go at a balance, okay? It's nice to complete, even in a short yoga session, if you've got 15 minutes or half an hour. It's really nice to pop a little balance in there. If you're tired, remember, make sure that the balance isn't too strong. Just do what you can. So today, I'm going to take my feet slightly apart, hands on my hips to steady me, make sure my toes and ankles are facing forwards, and take the weight onto my left leg. That's the standing leg. I'm going to inhale and raise this right leg. Exhale and just have a go at straightening the leg in front of you. Flex the toes of the right foot towards you. Push the heel down towards the earth. Hands on our hips. Now we can add the arms if we want to. We can bring them to that cactus shape. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and open up the chest. Palms facing forwards. Elbows at shoulder height. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hold and breathe. If this is too tricky today, just take your hands back to your hips. The left leg is strong, so breathe into it and just hold for as long as you comfortably can without straining. Well done. Now when that leg gets heavy, let's place it down, shake it out. Nicely done, yogis. Let's do the other side together. The right leg is strong and steady like roots of a tree. Hands to our hips. We're going to bend the left knee. Carefully straighten the leg a little bit. Don't feel you have to take it far off the floor, yogis. Flex the toes towards you and push the heel down. Bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the palms and gaze ahead. Hold for a few deep breaths if you can. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together so you get the opening and lift in the chest. And as you gaze ahead, make sure you're taking some nice, deep, even breaths all the way down into the right leg. Hold for another breath if you can. Remember, you can leave your hands on your hips to steady you if you wish to. And then release. Well done. Shake it out, yogis. Well done. It's 5 o'clock. We've got about 15 minutes to go. So let's just come back to Tadasana. Feet apart. Roll the shoulders back. Palms facing forwards. Just take 3 quiet breaths. Let your body just pause. Let your breath relax. Notice any bodily sensations from those last couple of poses. That's it. Just take a moment, a quiet breath in and out, and then relax. Well done, yogis. Okay, so we're coming down onto the mat. We've finished our standing work, so we're coming down now. And what's quite nice is we're going into our pose of child just to rest our spine. So grab a pillow from the bedroom, if you're in your bedroom, a pillow off your bed or a couple of cushions maybe, just something to rest your head. It's important that your head rests here on something. So rest the forehead. That's it. Bring the arms around to the side. Just let your back breathe. And join me in taking 5 deep breaths, yogis. Just drop the shoulders, completely relaxed here as best you can. Just take some nice deep breaths, dropping the shoulders, letting your whole spine gently round, breathing into your whole back. When you're ready, inhale, bring your head up and relax. Okay, yogis, let's take those cushions off for a moment, and we're going to go into a kneeling pose. Now, if you find kneeling difficult, can I suggest just grabbing a cushion and placing that underneath your left knee as you take your right foot forwards. So we're just going to take the right foot forwards, pad up underneath your left knee if your knees are feeling a little bit delicate today. And we just rest our hands there. Roll the shoulders back and lunge a little deeper to get that beautiful stretch in our left thigh. Gazing ahead, just hold for 2 more deep breaths if you can, yogis. And we call this the low lunge. Breathe into that left thigh. It's getting a really deep stretch here. So enjoy a couple of deep breaths, yogis. Roll the shoulders back, looking ahead, and just breathing into your left thigh. And then release. We're going to switch sides now. So I'm taking the cushion underneath my right knee, resting my right foot on the floor, left leg is in front, left knee bent. Hands resting on the thigh. Rolling the shoulders back, looking forwards. Now we're stretching into the right thigh. The left knee is forwards. Just notice if this side feels any different in your body, yogis, and know that that's completely normal. Apparently, this helps build good calcium deposits and magnesium in the body, and that's really good for our mood and our well-being. So stretching your thighs can help with mood and well-being. So as we roll the shoulders back, let's gaze ahead and take 2 more deep breaths in our low lunge position. And padding up underneath the knee is a good thing. It just protects and softens our knees when they're on hard surfaces. Breathing in, breathing out. And then release, yogis. Okay, so we're going to use a cushion to sit and go into a forward bend now. So make sure you've got a cushion or a pillow sitting on that. Just again, it's a little bit of support. We're going to lift the buttocks and the flesh from the buttocks, peel it away. Lift both buttocks so you're very much sitting on what we call our sit bones. Our legs are extended before us, ahead, toes towards us. We push the heels away. And we're just going to fold forwards. This is called a seated forward bend. And what's quite nice is just going into it gently, being mindful not to hurt your low back. If there's any discomfort here, then just stop. We'll start just resting our hands here on our thighs. We're going to inhale and look forwards and start to slide the hands slowly towards the knees. And if we can get to the knees with ease, we slide a little further towards the shins, resting the hands now on the shin, just below the knee if you can. Doesn't matter how hard or how far you get, should I say. It's often just what we call in yoga, it's the journey that's important, not necessarily the destination. So every time you exhale, you're just sliding a little further forwards. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Elbows are soft, gazing ahead. We're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe out and just slowly fold down as far as you can. Doesn't have to be far, yogis, remember. Inhale, lift the chest a little bit. Exhale, fold a little further, but again, don't strain. Wherever you are, that's fantastic. Remember, it's the journey, not always the destination. So even if you're here today, that's fantastic. Don't strain, just relax the shoulders. And rather than looking forwards now, we're going to look down towards our knees, your thighs. Soften the shoulders. It's fine if the back is a little bit rounded. Just taking your hands to wherever you can. Bend those elbows. Look down towards your thighs. Hold this for 4 breaths with me if you can. Breathing into that stretch. If your knees are bent, that's absolutely fine if you're here. Just again, focus on folding down. It's absolutely fine to have the knees bent. Let's take 2 more deep breaths if you can, yogis, with me. Well done, yogis. We're going to inhale together now and raise the arms up. And we're going to exhale, lower the arms behind us, straight arms behind us, and just give the legs a little shake. Well done, that was a really good seated forward fold. And anything where we're coming forwards is a great stretch for the back of the body, but it's also quietening and calming for our mind. And if you enjoyed that, you can stay for up to 5 minutes or even longer and just practice breathing deeply into the pose. It's said to quell an anxious mind and be very calming and centering for our minds and bodies. Well, we're going to put the body in a different shape now, and we're going to practice half bow. So that was a forward bend, and this is going to be pretty much our last pose before we go into relaxation. We're going to now put the body in a different shape. That's a back bend. So let's come onto the front of our bodies. We're going to have a little practice at half bow. This works our thigh and our knees as well. It can be strong, so go gently. I want you to take your left hand in front of you, bending the elbow, bring the forearm, the lower part of the arm, in front of your chest with your palm facing down. Then we're going to bend the right knee. Okay, so the opposite knee we bend. Now, if you can grasp hold of the foot, that's brilliant. But if you can't, and you're wearing jogging trousers like me, see if you can hold on to the material, look forwards, press that left forearm down and raise the chest. If you can grasp hold of the foot and ankle, bring the knees together and gently draw your right heel towards your right buttock. Look ahead and breathe. This is a really strong stretch on our right thigh, so take it gently and easy. Looking ahead, breathe deep. Okay, and then we release. Let's bring the right hand, the forearm in front, bending at the elbow. Release the right leg. Carefully just bend that left knee now. And if you want to just stay there and focus on the stretch, that's fine. Absolutely fine to do that. Otherwise, bring the left arm round. Hold on to your tracksuit bottoms, your joggers, whatever you're wearing, and just pull that material towards you. Aiming to keep those knees together, yogis. Press the forearm into the floor and look along the floor and breathe. Now, if that's too strong, hold on to the ankle, bring the heel towards your buttock, and again, I want you to press the forearm down so you get a little lift in your chest as you look along the floor. Breathe into the stretch in your thigh. It can be strong, but see if you can hold that for a breath in and a deep breath out with me, and then release. Well done, yogis. That's a strong stretch, isn't it? We're going to roll onto our backs now and come into relaxation. It's almost 1:15, but not yet, so it means we can just go into a little twist to end with. So just roll over, yogis, now. Let's lie down, hug our knees in and rock. Lovely. Just take a few deep breaths there, rocking from side to side and hugging the knees close. Our chin is tucked in, and just take some deep breaths here. Well done. Well, let's just go into a nice little twist to end with. Our palms are going to face the ceiling. Arms at shoulder height, yogis, no higher than your shoulders. You want your arms, knees in. And then very, very gently just lower your knees, if you can, over to your left, so that one knee and one ankle are stacked on top of each other. Gaze towards the ceiling and just drop those knees down to the left. Doesn't matter if the knees aren't touching, just stack the knees and ankles on top of one another and breathe. Aim to keep both of your shoulder blades down. Let's breathe in together. Breathe out together. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. We're going to bring the knees up to the center, yogis. Hug the knees in, and then lower those knees carefully over to your right. Again, both knees and ankles just gently resting on top of one another if they can. Keep the head looking towards your ceiling, and just breathing down to the left side of your chest. I want you to make sure that both of your shoulder blades are planted down, are in contact with your mat and the floor. And we're breathing gently into those side ribs. Let's stay for another deep breath in and out if you can. Twisting now to your right. Well done, yogis. We're going to bring those knees back up to the center and hug those knees into the chest as we rock. Marvelous. Well done, yogis. We've come to the end of the practice. Just hug your knees in again, rocking gently to soothe that low back. And then let's just raise the legs up towards the ceiling. Let's raise the arms and just shake it out. Have a little shake out in your hands and feet. That's it. Just shake it out. Fingers, toes, give them a little wiggle and stretch. Shake the arms and legs. Shake out any extra tension there. Get rid of it. That's it. Shake it out. And hug the knees in again. Well done. And this time, raise the legs, raise the hands. Make 2 loose fists with your hands. Let's untie the knots. Do some little circles with your wrists and ankles. And this just frees up the ankles and the wrist joints. And a few circles in the opposite direction as well. Freeing up any tension and tightness in the ankles and the wrists. And then again, a little shake. Hug the knees in. Well done, yogis. Let's lie down for a few minutes. Come into relaxation. This is so important. It's really important to have a relaxation. It should never be skipped. So let's turn the feet out, let the heels just flop. I've lifted my head, I'm looking down the body. Make sure your body's in a relatively straight line, yogis. When you're happy that it is, have a cushion underneath your head again so you can get really comfortable. That's really important that you're comfy. You'll be able to relax far more if you are. Chin tucked in towards the throat. Back of the neck in line with the spine. Palms are facing the ceiling. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And then join me in closing your eyes. That's it. Just close the eyes and the mouth if you wish to. Of course, you can breathe through the mouth if you prefer. Make sure you're comfortable. Take a moment just to fidget and get really comfortable in your preferred relaxation position. This is known as Shavasana, corpse pose, and it's our relaxation pose. Let's just take some deep breaths into the body and out as we start to completely relax the body now. Allow the whole body a few minutes to completely relax, yogis. It's so important to rest after your practice. This is the way that we nourish our body, allow the body to fully rest and restore itself after the day. Now what we're going to do is a little balancing energy breath. So as you inhale, I want you to imagine the breath breathing into the belly, up to the heart, and finally up to the crown of the head as you inhale. And as you exhale, you breathe from the crown of the head back to the heart. Okay? So let's try that together. As we inhale, we breathe into the belly, up into the heart space, and from there up to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, allow the breath to descend from the crown of the head back to the heart center. Inhaling from belly, heart to the crown of the head. Exhaling from crown of head back down to the heart center. Let's take 6 slow breaths. Inhaling from belly, heart, crown of head. Exhaling from crown of head back to the heart. 5 slow breaths, yogis, in your own time. Ascending the breath up on the inhale. Descending the breath down on the exhale. Energizing and balancing the breath from the belly, heart, crown of the head, and back from crown of head to the heart. Keep going for a few more deep breaths if you can, energizing and balancing your body with this breath. Okay, yogis, now we're going to add some color to that breath. As we inhale from belly, heart to the crown of the head, I want you to visualize the color orange or red as you breathe up the body to the crown of the head. As you exhale, visualize the color white from the crown of the head back to the heart. Inhale, we breathe in the color orange or red. Breathing out, visualize the color white. Inhale from belly, heart, crown of the head, that reddy orange color. Exhale the color white from the crown of the head to the heart center. Take 4 deep breaths. Inhale orange and red. Exhaling the color white. Now, yogis, imagine those 2 colors, orange and white, meeting in the center of the heart space, and from there swirling and flowing out to the whole body now. Imagine the colors red and white meeting at your heart center, and from there swirling, twirling, and flowing, rippling out to every part of your body to nourish and send energy and balance to the whole body now. Let's take 4 deep breaths here, visualizing or imagining the 2 colors, orange and white, meeting and swirling at the heart center, and from there rippling out to the whole body, whole body. Simply enjoy another 3 breaths here, yogis, allowing those colors, orange and white, to ripple out and nourish the whole body now, the whole body. 3 slow breaths. And then slowly, yogis, we're going to think about gently coming back now that our body is energized and balanced, and energy balance relaxation is coming to a close. So just starting now to think about once more moving your fingers and your toes again. Just giving the fingers and toes gentle, tiny movements into them. Fingers and toes, moving them gently. And then starting to take a deeper stretch into your arms and legs now. Taking the arms overhead, reaching the legs and arms away, stretching into the whole body, yogis. Stretching into the whole body. Take a deep breath in and out here. Slowly beginning to think about bending the knees again. Open the eyes when you're ready and just hug those knees in again. Give yourself a moment to come back. Opening the eyes now. Just hugging the knees in. Take a deep breath in and out. Just notice how you now feel. You've done a lovely balancing relaxation, energy balance. Let's roll over. We'll come up to sitting.